Happy Monday. I always tell everybody, hey, listen, every day above ground is a blessed day. We got 24 hours. Let's make them count. We can concentrate on how challenging the market is, but we're starting to realize that the market is picking up. I'm seeing BRVC signed. I know David's working on a couple. I know Samantha's been writing a couple of them over the weekend. Petra was having open houses and showings and visiting open builders. So there's a lot of activity. And again, I'm seeing it in not just in the Lake Elsinore area, but even in my neck of the woods of Fontana. There's activity and buyers are out there. And there's still very shortage of inventory, which means that sellers still have a great reason to pull the trigger. And this is where hopefully we come in. Today's class is going to be all about tracking numbers because winners keep score. There's no way you can be a successful real estate agent if you don't know where you want to go and how are you going to get there. So tracking numbers, it's going to be crucial. And I mean, I took so many notes on the subject that I feel you guys are going to definitely love it. So the 135, it's actually a KW terminology, and it's all about goal setting. So the number one is one goal that we want to achieve. So it could be close 24 deals. That's my one goal. The three represents three priorities that if we take care of those three, that number one will happen automatically. And it's funny because Arlen had me do this exercise not too long ago. He came to my office, he goes, write down 10 things that you want to accomplish this year. And as a matter of fact, guess what? We're all going to do it. Some of you already did it with me, but in case you were not here, we're going to do it. Write on a piece of paper 10 things that you want to accomplish within your business. You guys are going to be blown away because that was my reaction. I've never done that in 20 years, so that tells you that you always should be a student of the game. Write down 10 things that you want to accomplish. We got September, October, we got 4 months, 120 days, not counting the holidays. What is one thing that if we do it, everything else will trickle down? So 10 things could be, I want to get 5 listings a month. I want to do 2 open houses a week. I want to book 2 appointments a day. I want to earn an extra $70,000 before the end of the year. I want to close my first 5. Whatever you feel you may be. And once we're finished, then we can say, okay, I'm done. 10 things that we want to accomplish this year. Whoever is done with those 10, raise your hand. Okay. See, you see? I see a lot of beautiful faces looking at me, and I'm like, I love you too, but are we done? Are we that quick?
That's one of my goals, to finish this list.
When is it the best time to write that list? Yesterday? Today? Now?
Right now.
Once we do that, once we have all 10, and again, it's not an order of importance. I mean, it's just how they come. Like, for example, I wrote right here, I want to be coaching 70 agents. I want to get my NMLS license. Not because I want to do loans, because I want to have that besides my broker license. That's just something that I always wanted to have, NMLS license. NMLS. So it's a lending license. And again, not because I want to do the loans, but I want to be able to have conversations with clients. And if they say, well, wait a minute, Ulysses, you're speaking lending lingo. You're not qualified for that. As a matter of fact, I am. I also want to get my commercial designation. Again, always aim for higher. And I've had conversations with some of you here individually that one of the things that I love about this office is that we have an in-house commercial division. So we will never have to say, you know what, David, I know you want to buy commercial property. We don't do that here. I'm sorry. No, we do. I put right here, As a coaching team, I want my agents to close as a group. Obviously, if we could do that individually, that'd be even better. But I want to open at least 5 escrows new a month. And you have to remember your goals have to be a little scary, because if they're easy to attain, then you don't stretch. They do have to scare you and be like, oh my God, I've never opened 5 in a month. Well, what better way? What better time to do it than now? Do it now. I put right here. I want 15 new coaching agents. Before the end of the year, I want personally to close 20 deals. Just my own personal production. I wrote it down. So once we have our 10, I want us to eliminate 2. Eliminate 2. Cross them down. It doesn't mean they're not important. But if 2 of them had to go, which ones would they be? I know I was doing that same thing. I was like, no, I can't remove this. 2 of them have to go. And I'm not saying they're not important, but you'll see the method of the madness once we're done to literally nothing. So again, 135 means you get 1 big goal, and the 3 are actually going to be 3 priorities, 3 things that we have to do in order for that one thing to happen. So example could be, I want to book 5 appointments a week. Okay, well, what is 1 priority that I got to do? I got to attend call night every Thursday from 5 to 8 because that's a non-negotiable for my business. I need to make phone calls. But I don't want to do them by myself. We have a group. We met last Thursday, and Petra was here. She heard me make phone calls, and I was talking to people, and I showed those that attended how easy it is to have conversations. Right, Petra? How easy was it?
Very easy.
Very easy. You guys, I'm not any better than any of you, by the way. I've just been doing it longer, and I've been failing more. You fail your way to success. You don't wing it or fake it till you make it. No. 1 big goal, 3 priorities. And out of those 3 priorities, at the bottom, we're going to have 5 behaviors for each. So it'll look something like this. 1 big goal. Let's say 10 deals. Oh man, I was dancing. You didn't see me. I brought my moves, and after 5 seconds I was shut down. One goal is to do 10 deals. But we want to have 3 priorities. 1, 2, and 3. 1 could be prospect daily. Another one could be open houses every weekend. Another one will be book 5 appointments and do 3 videos a week.
Luis says we have the same priorities. We got the same ones.
By the way, Petra and I didn't rehearse this. We did not. Or did we?
Same priorities.
When you focus on that one thing and you focus on 3 things that if you do them, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter what the market is. It doesn't matter how the economy, it doesn't matter what the rates are. Lizzie wants to close 4 deals before the end of the year. If she prospects, okay, I swear I don't have a crystal ball. And if it does, it's pretty crystal because I can't see it. But let's say Lizzie says, I want to do 4. And Patricia says, I want to do 4 or 5. Okay, great. That's a great number. There's no wrong answer. What can we do that will guarantee, write it down, guarantee my success? We got to learn how to hunt. That's prospect. Lead generate daily. Have conversations. Real estate is a contact sport. So if we know that we need to have conversations, let's have them everywhere we go. We go to the supermarket. By the way, I'm a local real estate broker. If you ever need anything real estate related, I got you. Are you on social media? Would you mind if we connect? I'll give you some monthly market updates and and let you know what's happening in our area. Again, free of charge. By the way, here's my card. You go pump gas. Hey, can you put 40 on number 5? Yes. By the way, here's my card. You'll never know who's going to call you. How do I know? Because I've done it. And see, next thing you know, the lady that worked at Dunkin' Donuts is calling me. Hey, Ulysses, I know you probably don't remember me. And I'm thinking, it's horrible. I don't. You gave me your business card. You would come and get your cafecito every Friday. I work at the Dunkin' Donut shop in Colton off of this and this. Oh my God, yes, of course. Well, guess what? My husband and I are ready to buy a house. And I'm like, oh, how did it happen? Because I'm passing my card to everybody. The average real estate agent should be passing out their business cards, 5 of them a day. So ask yourself, how many business cards did I pass out last week? And yes, I understand that social media is a big leverage. But there's still a lot of people that are going to be like, do you have a card? Have business cards ready. Start with 5 of them and put them on your pocket. And don't go home if there's still some left. We just won't. Everybody could be a potential buyer or seller. So again, if the goal is 10 deals, what are 3 things that we need to do daily? Prospect. Open houses every weekend. Book 5 appointments. Do 3 videos. Once you do 1 video, you're going to realize that it wasn't as hard as you thought. Especially if now that I uploaded the social media and video content one-on-one class, which the video is about 55 minutes long, you can watch it and rewatch it and rewatch it. And as we speak, I'm actually uploading it to my YouTube channel. So I'll be able to send you guys the link in case Facebook decides to not play ball and delete it after 30 days. Well, YouTube won't. So you guys can watch it again and again and pick up some notes. Social media works if you work it. Pass out business cards, but here's the kicker. Out of these 3, each of these is going to have 5 things that we need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those are going to be the call to action. What are 5 things that we have to do in order for those things to happen? One could be, Ulysses, I need to make more contacts, but I don't have a CRM. Okay, guess what? Congratulations. KW has an amazing CRM that is not as hard to use as we sometimes think. Okay, Ulysses, I'll open my CRM, but I don't have any contacts. I don't know anyone. Everybody knows at least 200 people. Did you know that you can upload all of your phone contacts on KW Command? And it only takes you a few minutes. That's a did you know moment. And our ladies at the front desk can help us with that. Like, it's so easy. In my 20 years, no other office or brokerage ever showed me how to do that. Over here, they showed me literally on the 2nd day. So sometimes we close our mind to learning. And when we hear the word CRM, we want to run the other way. And we are fearful of the things we don't know. So if one of the 5 things that we got to do is have a CRM. Okay, KW Command. Okay, well now I got to grow it. Okay, well we have 200-300 contacts on our phone. Let's say half of those are duplicates. You still have $150. Upload those things. Another thing that we can do, that could be one of our 5s, could be social media presence. Remember, you're never too old or too young or too this or too that to start doing video content. We often feel, oh, it's for the youngsters. No, it's not. No, it's not. The person that limits you is you. So if we don't have a social media presence, say, when am I going to do that first video that the coach told me to do 3 weeks ago? The next obstacle could be, I don't know what kind of video I should do, coach. Do a video intro about you. Hi everyone, my name is Petra. I'm with KW The Lakes. Hey, listen, I wanted to tell you a little bit about me in case you don't know. I've been selling real estate for the past, and one of the things that I absolutely love about what I do is representing first-time buyer families just like you. A lot of people that didn't have hope, but after that free buyer consultation, which by the way, my consultations are free, I gave them hope. I put them in contact with a lender. I got them pre-qualified. So if you're watching this video and you've thought about buying a home, call me at boom. How long did that take? Who cares if you have to repeat it again and again? And now with the power of teleprompter, even easier. I was watching the KW Monday weekly leadership growth call, and it said you have to embrace AI. Artificial intelligence is not going away. And whenever we think of ChatGPT, we're like, oh my God, that's cheating. No, that's an assistant that is for you to use for free. You just have to utilize that assistant. Having an assistant is not cheating. You're leveraging the power of others. Petra is my business partner. I'm her business partner. She's leveraging my 20 years of experience. So is David. So is Lizzie. So is Patricia. So is Samantha. Are you guys cheating? No, we're leveraging. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Having a team. Saying, I'm part of a team. My team and I have sold X amount of homes. My team and I specialize in this. Well, who's your team? My coach is part of my team. My TC is part of my team. My compliance officer is part of my team. We're a team. So leverage that, and you'll be surprised how many doors we can open. So one of the other 5 could be social media presence. Another one could be phone calls. And we did those on Thursday night. And do you guys want me to share the very complex script? You see that? Somebody was there. By the way, here's something that people that play at a high volume are always aiming to do more. Whereas I've met people that do one transaction in 5 years and they feel they know it all. That young lady in the back, and yes, I'm gonna pour into her bucket. What do they call them? Bucket fills. I'm gonna fill Petra's bucket. Year to date, you guys want to know how many deals she's closed? 19. 19.
Well done.
That's a well done. Yes. One, it's not easy. Number 2, when we met, she's like, I want you to take me from 19 to 60. I said, let's get to work. Leverage the hell out of me. Everything I know, now you know. Any contacts that I have are now your contacts. And so is it for everybody here. My goal is to take you guys from 0 to 10, from 20 to 60, because I've done it myself. And this is the power of leverage. So another thing that we can do is our phone contacts. And here's the very complex script that Petra mentioned. She's already giving us that $1 million smile because it was so complex. We grabbed our phone, and this is what we did on Thursday. We grabbed our phone, and everybody that was on our phone, I knew that there was a reason why they were on my phone. And I literally made phone calls, and Petra was there, her business partner Paul was there, Heidi was there, and this is how the conversation went. Let's pretend that David is a financial consultant, like a financial planner or financial advisor, okay? Are you okay if we role play?
Sure.
Would you mind coming to the stage? Let's give him a hand. Come on. Okay, so here's the live conversation. So it's gonna be a phone call.
Okay.
Right? So here we're gonna do. Ring.
Hello.
Pretend that you know me.
Okay. What's up, Ulysses? How are you?
Hey David, how are you?
I'm doing so good.
Hey, I appreciate you picking up the phone. Hey, hopefully you're doing well. I know it's 7 o'clock. I'm thinking you're probably having dinner, but I really appreciate the fact that you picked up. Hey, listen, I'm updating my network of business partners, not my database. Nobody wants to be part of a database. How did I make David feel? I'm updating my network of business partners, and I value, first and foremost, your friendship. I value your resources, and I wanted to see if it was okay if I could refer you to clients that always reach out to me for financial services. When I think of financial services, I think of you. Would it be okay if I send you at least 3 new clients a year?
Yes.
Would you be okay with that?
I would be absolutely okay with that.
In return, can I ask you for a huge favor?
Sure.
Can you commit to sending me at least 1 buyer or seller or referral per year?
Yeah.
Now, by the way, is there anyone you know that might need my services?
My sister's looking to buy pretty soon.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Well, hey, I would love to be able to roll the red carpet for her. Maybe you could do a soft introduction and see if there's anything that I could be of service.
Absolutely.
So what I'm going to do, David, is I have coaching clients. Of course, I have a broker license, but now I get to coach agents to do what I do. Is it okay if I share your contact information so that you can sprinkle the David flavor on them when it comes to financial services?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, I'm sure you're on social media, so I'll share your number and I'll share your social media platforms. And man, I can't wait to hear more of your success stories. You're blowing it up on social media.
Sounds good.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Let's give him a hand. Let's give him a hand. How hard was that script? And by the way, that's what I did on Thursday. I was so concerned because we were calling at 7:30, 7:40, and I was like, man, they're not gonna make me look good. They're not gonna pick up. Everybody picked up. And some of them didn't even want to hang up. They're like, Ulysses, but wait, hold on. I haven't heard from you in so long, brother. Hey, so tell me, how's your dad? How's the dog? How's the... Great, man. Hey, listen, I'm updating my network of business partners. Everybody wants to be somebody's business partner. I want to be Patricia's business partner. If she's a real estate agent, when I think of real estate, I think of you. Is it okay if I send you some clients per year, Patricia? Would you be okay with that?
Of course.
Who's going to say no? In every industry, this market has been challenging. So if somebody calls you out of nowhere and says, hey, this is Petra. Are you okay if I send you 3 clients for your business? I would be forever grateful. But because she's bringing value, guess what she's going to say in return? Which I have the video footage, which I haven't uploaded, where guess who's making phone calls? That young lady in the back. And she was saying, hey, listen, I'm going to be committing to sending you at least 3. But in return, I want you to commit to sending me 1. When you did those phone calls, how did it feel to know that you were bringing so much value, Petra?
Felt good.
It felt good.
You're not just asking for them to do something for you.
Yeah, it's reciprocal. It's a two-way street. You're letting them know, hey, listen, Samantha, I'm going to commit to sending you 3. Imagine if a financial planner or a lender says, hey, can I send you 3 sellers per year? Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
I would love to know if somebody's watching this or you know somebody that would mind having more business, whack them upside the head. Everybody would be thankful and grateful that somebody thought of you when it came to your industry. And this is where the leverage comes in, and this is where knowing your scripts come in. Hey, Lizzie, I'm going to send you 3 business partners or 3 referrals. In return, can I ask you for a huge favor? Absolutely. Can I count on you to help me grow my business by sending me at least 1? Help me grow my business. Because I'm going to help you build yours. I'm committing to helping you build your business. Regardless of the market, we're in this together, Patricia. So I'm going to send you 3, at least. Can I count on you to help me grow my business, to send me at least 1? What would Patricia tell me? Well, of course. As a matter of fact, you know what? I just met with a client that I did their taxes, and they need some tax reductions. I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to let them know that I'm going to put you in contact with them. Oh my goodness. How much did I have to pay for that lead? 0? How long did that conversation take me? Most of the conversations that I had that Thursday, guess what? Were 3 minutes, 4 minutes. The long one where Sergio didn't want to stop talking, which was my friend, the one that owns the magazine, 12. I mean, he just went off. I've known him for, 15 years, and he's like, how's your dad? One time he got into an accident, and I was near the area. I met with him, interjected with the guy that hit him, took him to Kaiser and Fontana, stayed with him in the
Emergency.
like with the waiting room until his wife and daughters came in. That's why he said, I'll never forget what you did for me, brother. I'm like, dude, I did it out of the kindness of my heart. I wasn't going to leave you there. You're in my neck of the woods, and you're over here with, back and neck issues. I'm like, let's go. I didn't think about what I was doing. I thought of him. That's why they still remember it. That was years ago. How do you make people feel? So that one goal is that big one. 3 are going to be 3 action steps that if you do them, everything else will trickle down. And out of those 3 priorities, there has to be 5 call to action. So if one of them is prospect daily, okay, well, what else can I do? Me, that I've embraced social media, and for some of you that might want to embrace social media a lot quicker, could be maybe doing a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live. Now, nobody's talking about this. You might say, okay, Coach, if I muster the courage to do a Facebook Live, because it is live, what the heck should I talk about? Monday morning real estate talk with Petra. Tune in, because I'm going to be answering all of your questions regarding real estate. And you could do 2 segments, one in English, one in Spanish. What are you going to talk about? Go live and see people click and tune in. And next thing you know, you're going to see people asking questions. Hey, Petra, how are the rates? Hey, great question. Well, it depends on your current situation. Why don't we connect? Hey, what about the prices? I'm curious about the value of my home. You know what? That's a great question. As a matter of fact, there's still very little inventory, so I'm sure that if we were to maximize this market, I could get you multiple offers and get your home sold in the least amount of times with the least amount of headaches. Patricia might tune in and say, hey, I heard it's a bad time to sell. Well, you know what? Not for my clients. They're taking advantage of the market. My buyers are getting closing costs paid. They're getting repairs. Is there any scenario that you want me to go over? Hey, are there still investment properties? Petra, that's a great question. As a matter of fact, there is. How much is it gonna cost you to do a Facebook Live for 30 minutes, 45 minutes? 0. You're literally, it's like opening a store and you're just waiting for clients to come. We already know what are some of the basic things that we can talk about. Remember, we don't have to be the experts. Lizzie does a Facebook Live, and people that know her, trust her, like her, are gonna tune in. And next thing you know, she's reading the comments. Oh, somebody said, is this a good time to buy in Lake Elsinore? Absolutely. Remember, my team and I offer free buyer consultations. Well, I've been wanting to, somebody might answer or ask, so I've been wanting to buy a house, but I don't have the down payment. Great question. If down payment was not an issue, Petra, would you buy a house? I so would. Hey, let's connect. And guess what? All those comments, you can go back and DM them later. I've gotten so much business from those. And how much did those leads cost? 0. Out of 100 real estate agents, guess how many are doing Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives? I'm going to be doing a TikTok Live, and I'm going to be doing a YouTube Live. And I'm going to be doing a LinkedIn Live. I got 20,000 people in there. I don't care. Somebody's going to see me. You want to do 20, 30, 40? You got to do bigger things, and you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Did you guys read that again? Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. If Petra says, I've done 19 deals so far this year, Coach, which is absolutely unreal, but I want to get to 60. Guess what Petra needs to do? Stuff that she's never done. Stuff that she never think would even be an option. I've heard her talk on the phone. She explains superbly in English and in Spanish. I've heard her make expired phone calls, for sale by owner phone calls, calls to invite neighbors to her open house. Those conversations are flawless. She just didn't wake up like that. She's practiced. So if she's already doing the stuff, why not do a Facebook Live and start promoting it and saying, hey everybody, this is Petra. Hey, listen, I wanted to let you guys know that starting next Monday by popular demand. Who demanded it? Your coach. People won't know. But if I hear that, I'm going to be like, oh, damn. I can't wait to tune in. This is going to be good. Now, they're waiting on you every Monday. Cafecito with Petra. Like, I'm doing my Cafecito mornings every Monday. Now, I'm recording a video, and I'm doing something related to real estate. Like today, I talked about the difference between a home inspection and an appraisal. Do you think people might want to know? I did it in English, and I did it in Spanish. 2 minutes and 40, and 2 minutes and 50. It's an educational video. Let's start sprinkling the education portion of it, because people want to be educated. People want to buy a house. They just want to know, is this the right time, and are you the right person for me? Once we overcome, and we show them that we have the knowledge, which all of you do, by the way, then it's just a matter of interpreting it and saying, hey, listen, Petra, I know you have a million questions. I've helped nearly 1,800 families just like you. And all of them have fears. All of them had doubts. But guess what? There's a loan program that I know is going to be right for your family. And I know you may not have all the down payment, but there's down payment assistance loans for those that qualify. There's VA loans for those that qualify. Well, I don't have perfect credit, Ulysses. There's no such thing as that. You don't have to have a 700 credit score to be a buyer. You can buy with as little as a 580. Did you know? There's many buyers that don't know. They think, I'll be back, Lizzie. I'm going to call you in 17 years once I get my credit score too. I'm serious. I'll be back in 5 years. Once I get my FICO score to 700. You're like, you know, I could put you in contact with some of my credit repair peeps, which, by the way, I have a great one. And she does free consultations. And you guys ready? You guys ready for the kicker? The wow moment. She can finance the credit repair fee for your clients. How many credit repair people have you heard that can do that? Nobody. Everybody wants up front, or they'll charge you a flat fee, or what have you. I'll get you guys all that information. I'll share it in the WhatsApp group, and I'll share it on the Facebook private group. Her name is Luz. So if you're watching this video, Luz, I don't know if this was a heart or a basketball, but you get the point. Again, people are fearful of what they don't know. So Lizzie, if credit was not an issue, would you buy a house? Oh, absolutely, great. Well, let me put you in contact with Petra. She's my credit queen. She does free credit evaluations. Let's see how we can get you, because sometimes, guess what? All they need to do is just clean a few things, dispute a few things, and your credit score goes up. Now you're at 680, and you're like, oh my God, I never thought I would be at 680. Now you're ready to buy. Well, Ulysses, I have another challenge. I don't have down payment. Okay, do you have a 401k? Oh yeah, I have $200,000 there. I thought you said you didn't have any. I actually had a client one time, but he's like, I don't have any cash. And I've been waiting 7 years to come up with my 3.5%. I said, okay. Do you happen to have a pension, a 401k? Oh yeah, I've been at the job for 23 years. Great, how much do you think you've accumulated? Just give me a rough, about $250. $250? $250,000. Well, there is a down payment, Mr. Buyer. True story. Just by asking questions. Remember, we are real estate investigators. We need to ask a lot of questions. And again, I've heard all of you ask a lot of questions. I've had one-on-ones with David, with Lizzie, with Samantha, with Petra. I can't wait to have some with you, Patricia. We all need to ask a lot of questions. I always say that I'm a real estate wealth advisor. Well, what do you sell? Don't you sell real estate? No, I advise. Real estate happens to be the vehicle, but I'm a real estate wealth advisor. I help families retire early, and real estate is the vehicle. If I have that conversation with Petra or with David or with Samantha that's looking to buy her first home, does she see me as a salesperson or as an advisor? Nobody wants to deal with a salesperson, but I want to deal with Petra. That's a real estate wealth advisor. Now you see why she sold the number of homes that she sold. It's of her approach. She asked a lot of questions. So why do you want to buy? Where do you want to buy? So again, grow our database. Well, Ulysses, I don't have a database. Well, do you have people on your phone? That's a database. Here's another thing that most of you may or may not know. Our social media platforms, guess what? Each of them, it's a farm. Facebook is a farm. Instagram is a farm. TikTok is a farm. LinkedIn is a farm. So some agents were like, well, I don't post on LinkedIn because it's a professional network. Okay, so you're the CEO of your business. Petra's the CEO of her business. You don't think she wants to see or feel that she can relate to you? I'm posting videos about my trainings on LinkedIn. I don't see anybody else post them. You want to be different. You want to be seen. Is McDonald's the greatest burger joint on the planet? No, but they're the most recognizable. Do I want to be the best broker on planet Earth? I just want to be the most recognizable. If you're dealing with expireds and for sale by owners on a regular basis, like Petra and even Samantha, because she makes expired phone calls too, you don't need to be the best realtor that gets to Patricia. Just be the first. Does Patricia want to deal with 20 expireds every morning? just muster the courage to pick up the phone and call her as soon as that thing expires. And if you're able to overcome her, why the hell did you call me? And if they hang up on you, pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm sorry, David, we got disconnected. No, we didn't. I hung up on you. Well, before you hang up on me for the 4th time, are you still accepting offers on that house on 123 Main Street? Like, be relentless. Because everything that we want to achieve in real estate is on the other side of fear. And some people, just the thought of somebody hanging up on you, guess what? Will prevent you from picking up the phone. The other day, Petra was making phone calls in my office because she's like, man, I need a confined environment. I'm like, that's me. Have a seat. And guess what she did? Got her laptop, got her farm, she's got a dialer, and she was glued to the phones. You don't do 19 transactions just because you woke up and you wished on that. She took action. And she embraced talking to people. The phones, oh my God, they're scary. She said, you know what's scarier? Being broke. I'll never be that. Embrace that. If you embrace an activity, that activity will embrace you. Start thinking differently about an activity, and that activity will see you worthy of it. Man, open houses suck. They don't work. Why do you think they don't work? Because you don't think they work. Patricia may say, man, I love open houses. Why, Patricia? I love them. I like to talk to people. I embrace them. I bake cookies. Great. And people come in and they eat my cookies and they talk to me about real estate. So how do you feel? I pick up 3 new buyers per open house. Great. Now, I may ask her, what do you think of door knocking? I hate them. Okay. Pick one that you like, but try a few of them. So if the goal is to do 10 deals and we got our 3 priorities, and out of these, remember, we got to have 5 plan of action for each one. So open houses. What would be 5 action plans? Number 1, book an open house by Monday or Tuesday at the latest. Don't book an open house Friday night for Saturday. You're not giving yourself an opportunity to succeed. And I hear time and time again, my open house was absolutely dead. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, number 1. Number 2, when did you book the open house? Last night. Why? You're a CEO. CEOs don't do that. I heard this phrase, and I wanted to share it with all of you. If you were not the first option and you were not invited, don't go. If you were not the first agent that they thought about to host their open houses, you want me to be your backup at the last minute? No. My business is very, very intentional. I'm not going to call Petra on Saturday when I know that she's probably having ice cream with her little one. No, I should have planned this 4 or 5 days ago so that she could make time and arrange her schedule. Why? Because winners keep score and have a schedule. So what are one of the things? Well, one is book an open house. Once you book an open house, which I hope it's early in the week, call the listing agent and find out the following. As my business coach, rest in peace, David Halpern would say, if you're not taking notes, take notes. Find out, is the house vacant? Is the house owner occupied? Is there a Supra? Is there a lockbox? Numeric lockbox. Numeric is like, you scroll down the numbers and you open the box. Is there a Supra? Now, for those of you that may not know, there's 2 different Supras. If you're in San Diego, there's a white box. I think it's called Sentry Box, right? And then there's the blue box. But guess what? That blue box may or may not work in the high desert. Always ask. Always ask. You don't want to go drive to the high desert and Patricia, your buyer, is waiting on you, only to realize that guess what? There's no way in hell I'm opening that box. And it's 103 degrees, and now they're looking at you like, we should have gone with David. His picture on Facebook looked fantastic. That beard was immaculate. We should have gone with him, Mary. We should have gone with him. We live in a world gone mad. Another thing that we can do to make sure that we maximize our open house, and this is where we separate ourselves from the practitioners and the apprentice. We are practitioners. Petra might say, are you reading my notes, coach? No, but yes, I'm going to add this one. She's probably going to book her open house Monday or Tuesday. She's going to get a list from Title with names and numbers of the neighbors. And by the way, that list is how much? 1, 2, 3, free. It's free. You call Samantha, your title rep. Hey Samantha, it's Ulysses. I'm going to be doing an open house at 123 Main Street. Can you do me a huge favor? Can you send me a list of names, numbers of 300 of the neighbors around this one? Once you get that list, guess what we're going to do? We can upload it to KW Command, or the dialer that we may have ask for the right file format. I think it's, what is it, Petra? CBC, I think?
Petra has it. She figured it
So it was something like that, right? But there's a format, because it's not an Excel spreadsheet. It's a different format so that you can upload it. Once you do that, guess what you're gonna do? This is to promote your open houses. Is you call them and you're gonna invite them and you're gonna say, "Hi, is this Patricia?" What would you tell me?
Yes.
Patricia, how are you? This is Ulysses. Listen, I'm a real estate broker with KW The Lakes. You live on the Buchanan Apartments or homes in Riverside. Is this correct? Well, hey, listen, thank you so much for giving me a minute of your time. I wanted to let you know that I have a listing in that park, and I'm actually going to be doing an open house this Saturday and Sunday, and I wanted to personally invite you. It's going to be Saturday from 10 to 2 and Sunday from 10 to 2. What day will work best for you?
Probably Sunday.
Sunday, great. How long have you been living there, if I may ask?
5 years.
5 years. Any thought of selling and maybe moving into an SFR?
No.
No. If you were to move, where would you go if you were to move?
Orange County.
Orange County, wow. Well, I can't wait to meet you on Sunday. Guess what? I'm going to have cookies. I'm going to have tamales, organic tamales. I don't know if you've heard them. Yeah. And then Patricia's going to say, "You had me at tamales." And I'm gonna cook them. I probably won't eat them because I'm working on my figure. But I'm gonna have free tamales. I'm gonna have cafecito. I can't wait to see you. Maybe you can give me some feedback on the price, the condition. Maybe you know somebody that's looking to buy this area. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, Patricia. And if you know anyone, is it okay if I send you the flyer of the house via text?
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate you, Patricia. I can't wait to see you Sunday. That's what Petra did. And then she called me. It's so funny because Saturdays I go to play basketball with my son. She sends me a text. I thought I was the only person that wakes up super early on Saturday. Patricia's already out and about. She's like, she called me. And I think I was in the middle of game 1. And she's like, "I can't wait to share my wins with the new coach." I'm like, this lady's already winning and it's 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Wow, she's wired a little differently. After the basketball madness, I called her. This was before I was going to start doing a podcast with my son. And she's like, "You ready for my wins?" I'm like, "Oh my God, let's do this." She told me I had a successful open house. I got some buyer leads. I got some seller leads. A lady from the park introduced me to somebody else. And by the way, after this, I'm going to show properties. And oh, by the way, I have another win. I'm like, "Petra, it's barely like 1 o'clock. Those are enough wins for a whole month." She wasn't even done. She's like, I got another showing after this. But that open house was successful because she put herself in a situation like that. So we did the phone calls. Another thing that I would do if I was any of you doing open houses in the future is go to the property and do a quick video. And it could be pre-recorded. It doesn't have to be a Facebook Live, or I mean, if you want to, that's great. But do a pre-recorded video and say, "Hi everybody, this is Petra. I'm coming at you live from the beautiful city of Riverside. I'm over here in the Buchanan Park. And guess what? I listed another house, and I'm going to be doing an open house Saturday and Sunday. If you want more information about this property, super affordable. As a matter of fact, one of the most affordable in the area. Send me a DM, click the link, share it with a friend, and I will see you soon." That same video, you're going to post it on TikTok. You're going to post it on Instagram. You're going to post it on Facebook. You're going to post it on your story on Facebook, on your story on Instagram, on your story on TikTok, because I want that video to be seen by hundreds of thousands. And by the way, how long did it take Petra to record that video? A couple of seconds. Even if she has to do 2 or 3 takes, who cares? The uploading, it doesn't take that long. We often say, "Oh my God, why can't I just share the link?" Who wants to click on an unknown link? Everybody just said, oh. No, take that extra minute and upload it, baby. Come on, let's not be lazy. Honestly, it takes me seconds to upload it to all the platforms. Next thing you know, Facebook, 400 views. YouTube, 1,200 views. Instagram, 600 views. Well, now you got thousands of views promoting your open house. Then, you guys ready for the next one? We are going to door knock that open house a day or two before. You grab some flyers and you're going to knock on doors. Good morning, neighbor. My name is Ulysses. I'm a local broker. Don't worry, I'm not here to sell you anything. I actually wanted to invite you to an open house. Your neighbors actually hired me to list their home, and I'm going to personally be doing the open house. I'd love to see you there. Is there anyone you know that might want to move into the area? No, not at the moment. Is it okay if I leave you a flyer? It'll be Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you. Go to the next house. Somebody will show up, and that's how you'll pick up buyers and seller leads. How do I know? Because I've gotten those where people come in, I'm like, oh my God, Petra, I remember I had you right here on my nose that you would be here on Saturday. By the way, I know you said you didn't want to sell because it's a beautiful area, but if you were to sell, where would you go next? Well, you know what? After I had that conversation with you, I kind of thought about it, and I do like the thought of an SFR. Wow, Petra, tell me more. Now, does it mean that you want to have 2 mortgages, or does it mean that you might have to sell this property? Yeah, well, you know what? I could help you with both if that's the case. Why don't I do this? I know you're not ready yet, but I'm going to do a free home evaluation on your mobile home, just so that you know how much you can make in case you decide to pull the trigger. Now, you mentioned that you wanted to potentially move to Orange, right, Petra? What city specifically in Orange?
I'm not sure yet, just anywhere close to,
To the beach, maybe?
that would be nice.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prepare a list of homes in 2 or 3 different cities, and I'm gonna send them to you without any obligation, just so that you can see what's out there. Would that be okay? What's your email, Petra? And guess what I'm gonna do? If I ask David, I'm gonna send you a market analysis of what's happening in Lake Elsinore. What's your number? And I'm like this. Is it gonna be awkward enough for you to be like, damn, let me give him my number. Instead of text me when you're available, guess when he'll be available?
Never.
The 29th of never. So be proactive. Get an open house Monday or Tuesday. Get a list of phone numbers. Do a video to promote it. Blast it everywhere. Door knock the area. Send the flyer to your contacts, which, by the way, you can upload it on command and blast the bejesus out of it. Let people know, hey, by the way, I'm going to be doing an open house. Is there anyone you know that would love to take advantage of the price? It's less than $200,000, by the way. It's one of the lowest priced and most affordable properties in all Riverside. How long did it take you? If we want to do videos, what would be some of the 5 things to approach if you want to do 3 videos a week? Well, number 1, have ideas for a video. Number 1 could be a market update of Riverside, a market update of Lake Elsinore, a market update of Canyon Lakes. Where do you get the information? I'm going to give you all the things that we need to cover. I'm telling you, I got you guys. No need for fear. The coach is here. I practiced that line like 10 times today to make sure that it was smooth. What are some of the, was that, can you tell? And if I would have practiced it 4 times, it would have not flown, but 5 definitely did it. So when we do a market update, here are the things that we want to convey. What is the average price of a home in that area? What is the average days on the market? And I want all of you to start doing one market update video once a month, because the statistics don't change every week. Once a month. You can still do one right now for guess when? July. And it's the latest market update. So Petra, what city would you pick? And I know you service literally the IE, Riverside, and San Bernardino County, but pick one. Wildomar. Hi everyone, this is your real estate go-to queen in the city of Wildomar. I'm going to tell you what is happening in the city of Wildomar. You guys ready? The average price of a home in Wildomar is, boom, The average days on the market is this, which means if you were to sell your home and we price your home to sell in less than 30 days, you should be in escrow. 100 houses went into escrow, which means that 100 sellers decided to take advantage of the market. 130 homes sold and 40, unfortunately, expired. You don't want to be there. If you have any questions about real estate or are curious about the value of your home, send me a DM. My market analysis are free, and also my buyer consultations are free. Bam! That same video, put it on CapCut, cut the gaps. It doesn't have to be all that version, and I can show you. We can do one together. Then you put it on captions and put the cute little captions and put the AI. Oh, you're gonna be blown away. Then that one you upload it to TikTok first so that you can put music. I did a video of the dinner that I made last night, and people were commenting, "Oh my God, I love the song." I'm like, "What about the freaking potatoes, baby? That took me an hour." But I'm thankful that they were commenting on the music, because people were like, "Oh, this is so cool." You add music, now your video is more exciting than just the days on the market and the days and this and that. So average price, days on the market, number of pendings, number of solds, new listings, and how many expires. Why do I want to mention expires? Let's see. Why would I want to share on my market update video the number of expires? Because I want to let the future owners know, like, hey, if you overprice it, this is the bucket that you'll be in, buddy. You want to sell? You tell me you're motivated, but you're $100,000 overpriced? We're not selling. It doesn't matter if God himself comes down. It'll be overpriced. Numbers don't lie. Another thing that we can do for another bucket is a video about you. Yesterday I was cooking Mexican-style picadillo, which is ground turkey with potatoes and bell peppers and you name it. What does that have to do with real estate? Nothing. But people saw that I was more than just real estate. You want to buy, you want to sell, you want to do this. It showed another side of me. Whenever I go play basketball on Saturdays, it shows another side of me. I want all of you to do a video that has nothing to do with real estate. What is one thing, David, you like to do when you're not here? Maybe something about filmmaking. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, I know you guys know that I have a lot of superpowers. Well, guess what? That you didn't know. Filmmaking, baby. I'm editing my next film. You guys are going to be blown away. Another one, which it'll be the market. We are delighted that our team leader just stopped by and sprinkled his Arlen flavor. But again, winners keep score. Winners keep score. I want to make sure that, again, we went over the 1, 3, 5. The 1 is the big goal. 3 is the 3 priorities. That if we do those 3 things, that first one will happen automatically. And then the 5 is the 5 action plans for each one. That if we do these, guess what? My open houses are going to be absolutely majestic. But there's steps that we got to do. I want us to be obsessed with tracking our numbers. Track everything and anything. And if you ask yourself, Coach, should I track this? The answer will always be what, Lizzie?
Yes.
Yes. When in doubt, click send. If somebody says, ask me anything, Petra. Yes. My answer is yes. The answer will always be yes. Gary Keller says love is the answer. The answer is yes. Should I do more prospecting? Yes. What about that video? Should I do? Yes. Should I do more fun? Yes. Yes. Should you? Yes, you should. Should I follow up with my leads?
Yes.
Yes. Should I track my numbers in case Arlen says, how many appointments did you book today? We don't bust a Scooby-Doo on him. It's a Scooby-Doo. I want all of you to say, I booked 5, and I made 100 phone calls, and I talked to 3 sellers, and I invited 5 people to my open house. He's going to be like, damn, they're running a well-oiled machine. Winners keep score, track every number. Whenever we make phone calls, try, and guess what? Guess what I gave you guys? Things to do. Because guess what? Guess what? We filled this out the day before. This one, I am not going to take credit. I'm not going to take credit because a certain somebody that's a top producer of 20 years, I'm not going to say his name, but he's watching me and I'm watching him, shared this page. And what I love about the other side is, guess what? We get to track every little thing. It says right here, cold prospecting, appointments, how many database entries, how many SOI phone calls. We got to track every little thing. This will allow us to, guess what? Be more intentional with our business. And for those that are going to be watching the replay, I got you. I'm going to upload this to our files and I'm going to send it. So there's no reason why we won't do this. And the things today, we do it the night before, because when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I was hoping that we were going to sound like the Eagles, but I have to pick a more recent band. I don't know.
We sounded like the Beagles.
Yeah, we sounded like the Bugles. So, what do you guys think of the 135? What do you guys think of that one goal? And it could be, I want to make 100,000, coach. I want to sell 20 homes. If we do 3 priorities, that 100,000 is automatic. I want to get more buyers, then get more listings. Because if we get more listings, guess what? Buyers come by themselves. You don't have to chase them. But buyers are liars, coach. Then step up your games. Master the art of your buyer presentation so that you can convey the value. They'll never ghost you if you do a buyer consultation in person. If you know how to explain the BRBC with your eyes closed. If they ask you, hey, David, I heard about the NAR lawsuit. Is it true that I don't have to pay commissions? How do you explain that? Because by you explaining it the way that you and I role-played earlier this morning, that's when they'll be like, oh, I have a good realtor in my corner. I am not going to ghost him because this guy will get me to the promised land. If I have a conversation with Petra, I'm in good hands. You guys have heard of Allstate? Petra's Allstate. What is one thing that we are going to do different this week? I want us to be more intentional with how we conduct our business. I want us to be more intentional with the fact that if we're not booking appointments, what are we doing? If we're not booking appointments, we're just having conversations just to shoot the breeze. We are the CEOs of our own business, each and every one of us. I know that David's been writing BRBCs, by the way. Samantha wrote a couple of them. Petra was showing properties over the weekend and doing open houses and making and she was doing expired phone calls. Lizzie was rewatching the videos that I uploaded on the buyer presentation. So again, knowledge is power, but only if you use it. I want us to be more intentional with tracking every little activity. Today I went to training. Okay, what did we learn? What was that aha moment? I don't know what to do my first video. Do a market update. Do a video about you. Why did you choose Keller Williams over the other brokerages that pretend to be in the major leagues? What was the defining fact? Put it on video. Today, I listened to the 5 a.m. Zoom calls with Coach Ulysses, and man, my takeaway was this. Great. What is one thing that we are going to radically change starting today so that the rest of the week is different than last week? Because there's no way that we can do the same thing that we did last week and expect that something is going to change. That's called what? Insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing and expect different results. Petra wants to go from 19 to 50. She just needs to replicate what she's doing. But guess what? Since I met her and we became business partners, I've sprinkled ideas that she was like, wow, okay, I didn't think about that. I got you. So what are we going to do to challenge ourselves? Samantha, what are you going to do this week?
I'm really going to do this video about leveraging our success as like a team.
Yes.
So I'm writing down the ideas right now. I put team has helped 800 plus families. You can buy as little as a...
Make that 1,800. You missed it by 1,000, but I love you either way.
One there, I don't know what.
I mean, 800 is powerful, but 1800 is even better. Okay,
Yeah,
I love that.
talk
So
about successes.
I should expect that video by what? 1
Today.
p.m.? Oh, you see what happens when there's a deadline? What about you, Petra? What was the one aha moment?
Structure, for me, it was more, being intentional with the time.
Ooh.
Right now that the kids are in school already, so it's time to structure the time for prospecting and just treating it as a business.
There you go. That right there. Treating it like a business. Because a lot of us in the industry treat this like a very beautiful and expensive hobby. And I was told this, real estate can give you anything you want, but you gotta give it everything you have. We cannot expect to make full-time income with part-time work habits. And I know that that's a deep one, but yeah, it has to hurt. The pain has to be there, be like, I don't wanna be broke. I don't wanna go back to a 9 to 5. I don't wanna help somebody else build their dreams. When are we gonna start building ours? What about you, Patricia? What was one aha moment?
Well, I'm trying to.
The tamale? The tamale line?
That's fine.
Empanada, yes! Well, what is one dish in Argentina? El asado? Asado. Empanadas, sí, Dios mío.
What I'm trying to do is finish up all my previous business because I do renovations
Mhm.
with my husband, so I'm trying to
Transition.
transition to
Okay.
be able to be full time.
I love it.
So.
So you have a game plan?
Oh yeah, yeah.
See?
I started already.
I love it, I love
We're
it.
trying to transition that because I do all the estimates, I talk to clients, so I'm trying to let go of that because everything is in Orange County, so I travel a lot, every day. And now that my son is full-time in school, I just.
Everything's opening up, the opportunities.
Yeah.
And this is where we have to
We're
leverage
going
the
on
schedule.
Vacation this weekend, but after that, I'm planning to.
Good, good. And it's okay to recharge our batteries. Let's not feel guilty if we take off the weekend coming up and say, oh my God, my business is gonna die. No, you need to recharge your batteries and come back on Tuesday just fully loaded.
Yeah.
As-
need it.
We all need it, absolutely. I mean, sometimes people ask me, until when are you gonna do the 5 a.m. Zooms? Until the man above says, I need you over here. I'm enjoying it, I've been doing it for 2 months. What about you, Brother David? What you got?
The structure of the goals, but this week, what I'm gonna do that's gonna make it different is I'm doing, door knocking on Wednesday and then call time on Thursday.
Ooh, he's joining us on Wednesdays.
You're not here on Wednesday.
I know. See, somebody's been paying attention to the schedule. I'm actually gonna be at a KW leadership
Oh, okay.
2 days. I believe it's gonna be in Glendora, but it doesn't mean because I'm not here,
I'm
it
still
doesn't mean that the bus is not gonna move. Again, I'm talking to 5 CEOs. I want us to be intentional. We got the flyers. We can pick an area which is not that far from here. And by the way, the one across the street, from the first day that we started door knocking to last week, 3 listings popped up. How do I know? Because I was like, wait a minute, that wasn't there. People are selling. People are selling. Those should be our listings. Somebody's gonna make 2-3% commission of 500 and some change. That should be us. So, Lizzie, what was one takeaway?
What takeaway? I need to finish up my farm, my farming.
Get with Lisa. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I had started it.
Okay.
And started making calls.
Mm.
And I did make calls.
Okay.
And I wasn't hitting on anybody. I mean, either phone numbers were disconnected or they weren't home. And I left messages in every case I could.
There you
Who
go.
I was. So I want to I feel like I need to finish that. And the other thing I want to do is, and I'll probably do it when I leave here today, is actually go to some of the small businesses in Lake
Ooh,
Elsinore
yes.
and just hand out my cards.
And just say, hey, listen, my
Yeah.
name is Lizzie. I actually shop here. I wanted to introduce myself.
Right.
Do you have any real estate needs
Right.
that my team and I may be able to serve?
Yeah,
Is it okay if I leave some of my business cards here?
yeah. For
That's a
some-
great idea.
Yeah. 'Cause you
Mm.
usually, with smaller businesses, you're gonna have a captive audience, right?
Well, you can say, hey, listen, stop selling cell phones. I need you guys over here. You can. But that's a great idea. Any takeaways before we wrap it up? Was today helpful? I wanna make sure that our Mondays
Yeah.
are intentional.
Yeah.
Sales,
Yeah.
let's move the needle. What can I do today to get a lead? If we make phone calls, we will get leads. If we call our contacts and we let them know, hey Arlen, I'm actually updating my network of business partners. I know you're a lender. Is it okay if I send you at least 3 referrals per year? He's gonna be like, oh my God, bro, you're godsend. Man, my business has been, on life support. Where has Ulysses been? By the way, I'm gonna commit to sending you at least 3. I just need a huge favor from you, brother. Can you at least send me 1 per year? He's gonna be like, dude, I'm sending you 1 right now. I need to sell my house and relocate to something smaller. I got you. And how on earth did I get that lead? Making phone calls that were, by the way, on my phone. So let's be intentional. Let's continue to track everything from the phone calls we made, the appointments we booked. How many phone calls did it take to book an appointment? Because you'll know your conversion ratio. How long did it take? Is it going to take you 50 phone calls? Every time I pass by, I see Arlen on the phone, the team leader, making phone calls. He's not just relaxing no. We have to be intentional. Treat our business like a business, track every activity, and know that real estate is a contact sport. And if you want to get good at something, you just got to do the activity. Every single day that we get to role play, especially with David recently, his role play is getting really better. So I definitely wanted to fill your bucket because those conversations, and some of you have seen the role playing videos that I post. He's not looking at the page. He already internalized the two scripts that we did. It doesn't happen just by magic. So I would encourage all of you to join us Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 to 9:30 for role playing. Wednesday from 9 to 11, door knocking as a group, and cold call nights, which is calling for dollars, Thursday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So for those that are going to be watching the video that are dual career agents, I got you. There's no reason to make phone calls on your own or think the office is closed. There's nothing that I can do to move the needle. Thursdays, we want to see you here. If there's no more takeaways,